if I can be my own, I feel better there.
Hey guys, how's it going? That's pretty cool, I suppose. Anyway, so that was my bass cover of Nutshell by Alice in Chains. Wicked. Now, Nutshell is from the 1994 EP Jar of Flies, and if you don't have this album, I definitely recommend it because it is a fantastic body of work. It's only 7 tracks, but it's definitely worth a listen if you're into, like, 90s Seattle grunge type music, I guess. Yes, I would definitely recommend it. So for this song, we are tuned down to E flat, and for this particular video, I used my Fender Mustang bass guitar and my Fender Rumble 15 amplifier. I don't normally feel the need to tell you guys that in the video itself, but I've had a lot of people asking me in the past what gear I use. I pretty much use the same stuff all the time. Maybe some minor variations here and there, but yeah, anyway, that's what I used for this video, so awesome. So for this song we have nothing too daunting or intimidating to learn how to play really. There's nothing overly technical or complicated about the composition itself. It might be a bit of a struggle for beginners at least with regards to the timing, but just listen to the song a bunch and internalise it and you should be good. Yeah, it's a super good song for somebody who is bridging from beginner to intermediate, I suppose. Yeah, it's just very basic, but just learn your scales and stuff like pentatonics and things like that and you should be okay really. If you already know your pentatonic scale, then there's nothing about this that should be overly difficult, to be honest. Yeah, it's just a super fun song to play and I really enjoy the bass. So yeah, so with regard to Jar of Flies itself, it was recorded at London Bridge Studios in Seattle right after the band had just come off of a mammoth Lollapalooza tour in 1993. Most of the material had been written on like tour buses and stuff, like in between gigs and stuff like that. And I think the band wanted to sort of have just a chilled out session with acoustic guitars and stuff and nothing too heavy. And they also wanted to get to know their new bassist as well. They'd just taken on Ozzy Osbourne's former bassist. So yeah, they wanted to like familiarise themselves with him and what it would be like recording with him, I suppose. And the band had actually booked 10 days at the studio, but they were done within 7. So I'm assuming they all gelled together pretty well. Yeah, and also, the result of those sessions was Jar of Flies. So yeah, they definitely thought it was good enough for an official release. So that's pretty cool. So the version of Nutshell that I played in this video was the 1996 MTV Unplugged performance. I went with this version just because, I love the sound of it and I love the way it's all live and everything, and MTV Unplugged is always awesome no matter who's playing, to be honest. Yeah, especially Nirvana of course, but yeah, Alice in Chains' Unplugged performance was phenomenal. It was at a very sad time in the band because things were sort of like coming to an end. With them actually being a unit kind of thing, but yeah, it's an amazing performance, and yeah, the bass for this song in particular sounds amazing. It's quite interesting actually because Mike Inez, the bass guitarist, on his bass guitar he had written on it, "Friends don't let friends get friends haircuts." Now that might sound a bit random, but within the audience itself was Metallica, like the guys from Metallica were in the audience. English. Yeah, and the band Metallica had just released their album Load, I believe, and they've gone for like a new image. Instead of being like long-haired heavy metal guys, they've gone for like sort of a more traditional haircut, I guess, if you want to call it that. Yeah, so I suppose Mike Inez was kind of taking the piss out of them a little bit, saying that they'd gone from like these badass heavy metal guys to being like white bread. Almost like the guys from Friends kind of thing. Yeah, he was just kind of taking the piss, but yeah, I thought it was kind of funny. Okay, so that was the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, please feel free to hit like and subscribe and all those awesome things that you guys always do. It really helps the channel. The more people that like it, then the more people that get to see it, so that's wicked. Yes, I'll do some more of your requests as soon as possible. I don't know which one I'll be doing next, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know. Watch this space, I suppose. I do want to say that I only got this bass a little while ago, but it is phenomenal, and I would definitely recommend the Fender Mexican Mustang bass. Definitely an improvement on my Squier that I've got over there. One thing I will say about it is because it's a shorter scale, it doesn't like down tuning very much. It makes it kind of a bit floppy kind of thing. That's what she said. But yeah, other than that, it's a fantastic bass guitar, especially for somebody who plays the guitar, so going over to the bass isn't quite so daunting because the neck isn't quite so long. But anyway, I will let you go now, but yes, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope it was extremely helpful to you. Yes, let me know if there's anything you want me to cover in the future, but for now, take it easy guys, and hopefully I shall see all of you awesome people in the next one. Peace.